Many of you know that we go into different countries and we start things, we get it up and running. We recently, in November 2024, we turned over our school and church in Lebanon to amazing Hadabaz and the team there. And then we are heading into another country. And
Yes.
so the final push is all about getting the resources to be able to get us into this new country to do the next things that we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about Club 1042. Club 1040 is a relational missionary movement reaching the unreached. And the three ways that we do that is we train and mobilize and inspire. So as you guys are partnering with us and things like that, those are the ways that we get to be the extension of you. We love getting to do it just in special places with special people, and the relational part is really, really important to us. So we love doing things like this where we can interact with people and our partners and things like that. And so this final push and this Giving Tuesday is going to be a really, really exciting time.
So the final push is Matt doing push-ups for every dollar that is committed from today. And so many of you know that our goal was to have 300 individuals supporting us for $30 a month, and then 30 organizations, businesses, legacy foundations for $300 a month. And so today, every dollar you commit to, then Matt is going to be doing push-ups. My husband is going to be doing push-ups. Elizabeth and Jonathan's dad is going to be doing push-ups. So the more money you give, the better and more in shape
Strong,
and more
yeah.
stronger Matt is going to be. So today, if you start committing, in fact, we've already had somebody sign up early this morning. And so we'll go over to our thermometer, which is going to be keeping track, and show you the progress so far. And so let me take you over here. And so we're here with Christy. Christy, tell us what's going on.
Well, today, of course, is Giving Tuesday, and we're doing the final push. And so Matt Beamer is going to do push-ups for every dollar that comes in towards our goals. And so we had somebody this morning, because they saw the final push, they saw that that was happening, they partnered at $30 a month.
Woohoo!
Matt has to do 30 push-ups already. So we've already got our 30 push-ups that Matt's going to be doing, and we want to go all the way up at least 3,000 push-ups for this guy. So you guys can do this. We're believing in you, and it's fun because not only are we reaching Matt's arms, but his arms through us are reaching the Middle East and North Africa. So there's 22 countries in the Middle East and North Africa that are going to be radically changed as Matt does over 3,000 push-ups.
So let's put the Matt's push-up count for the final push so far. Now, you guys, I know he's preparing. We've been doing loads of getting ready. In fact, we're doing something even right now to get us in shape for the new year, for 2026. And so he's just turned 55. So come on, help me get my husband going doing push-ups. So final push, 30.
30!
Yay.
Yay! And so I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what monthly partnership actually does. And so we have got 22 countries in the Middle East and North Africa that we are reaching, and it is going phenomenal. You guys have heard the stories about things going on in Egypt and the things going on in Lebanon and also into the other countries. But we're just wanting to let you know that our goal is to have 20 more organizations come on board. So 30 total organizations come on board to partner with us $300 a month or more. And then partners, we want individuals, 300 partners to come on board with us at $30 a month or more. So you could do $30, you could do a different dollar amount, but any dollar amount, if you give $5 a month, then Matt has to do 5 push-ups. If you're an organization, you want to do $1,000 a month, Matt's pumping out 1,000 push-ups. So we're really excited about our teams and about what things are happening. And so there's a couple of ways that you can find out some really amazing things that have happened over the 30 years. So I think I've got a 30-year magazine right here. So we have our 30-year magazine that we mailed out. So if you already got this, then you're probably in the know of some things. Matt and Julie have been doing a tour this year, and we've been going with the team out there, and we've been touring over we went to 37 events in to celebrate the 30 years. It's absolutely amazing. And so in this magazine, though, it tells about how people just like me and you have radically changed nations. And so we're going through this, and you're going to be able to see how God led Matt and Julie over to England, and then how he led them to Nigeria, and how he led them to Egypt and Lebanon, and now he's leading them somewhere very special. And so you can request this magazine. If you don't have it, in the comments below, you can put mag or magazine, but then direct message us so that we can have your email address or your mailing address, because we want to get this into your hands. The other thing is, Julie, you and Matt did this amazing confidential Zoom on Club 1040 Day back in October, and Matt and Julie told where they're going. So they talked about where their next step is, what God has on their heart, and how Club 1040 and the team is making a difference in this new country. If you want to have that video sent to you, it's a confidential link that is embedded. You can't share with anybody. You can only watch it, anyway. It's epic, but it shows that. So in the comments below, put confidential. And then, of course, you need to send us your email address. So if you want to send that directly in the comments, fine. If you want to do that private message, you can do that. But we want everybody to have a 30-year magazine. We want everybody to find out where exactly God is sending Club 1040 next.
So thank you, Christy, for all of that. Christy keeps us organized and administrated here, our team leader here in the USA. But, I just want to talk to you guys. I was reading in my devotional this morning about our responsibility to pray for the harvest. And, I'm so excited that we get to go into this next country. And as I was reading this scripture, I was just going through each of the words, and it talked about praying for laborers. We appreciate every single person that gets behind us in prayer. Oh my gosh. We get emails, we get special messages saying that you guys have prayed for us, and what a difference it makes knowing that you're behind us, you're making tremendous power available. And that word pray for laborers, it meant to call out with deep urgency. And then to the Lord of the harvest. And that word harvest, whenever I was doing a deep dive, obviously on in the I think it's the Hebrew or Greek, I can't remember, but it says it's a season of divine opportunity. And when we are in this country, it feels like it is a kairos moment that we need to be in this country, and we need to be there for such a time as this. There's so much going on in the Middle East, and we get to be your answer to your prayers. We're your laborers. We're the ones that are wanting to go in. And I know many people that are going in, but today, we're excited to ask you to get behind us to go into this country. So not only through your finances, but also through your prayers, because it is a time of divine opportunity. I wish I could just sit down and talk with each of you and let you know about the things that are happening. In fact, we want to show you a video of a couple that is in Syria, that's on the border of Syria, and they are literally doing amazing works in this area. We've heard about Syria being in the news. There's so much going on, and God is really doing something. There's been a whole lot of shaking going on in Syria. But this couple is building a church right on the border there, and they're doing a phenomenal job. And I want to introduce you to Ilya and Nisreen, who are the pastors there in Zahli, Lebanon, and they're doing a phenomenal work. So enjoy this video and see what your finances are accomplishing in these strategic areas in the Middle East.
I'm pastor from Zahli, Lebanon, and this is my wife, Nisreen, and together we pastor City Gate Church on the Syrian border between Lebanon and Syria.
I'll take you on a tour of what will be. As you can see, here is going to be the coffee shop, still under construction, and here we have the kids ministry in the basement. Here we have toilets for the students, and from here we have theater. It's going to fit up to 1,000, imagine 1,000 students can fit in this theater. And it's all possible because of your gracious donation and support.
So why we are committed into doing this? It helped our church grow, be secure in their foundation in Jesus, And we saw that we don't want to keep this to ourselves, but we want to pass on the torch. We want every other believer to experience what we have experienced. So why should you help us and sow into this project? Because this is not a local thing anymore. This has expanded into the whole region, into the whole Middle East, because we want to train leaders now to be sent away and sow seeds all across the region. And this will be possible because of a place like that.
So join us into extending the kingdom of God in Lebanon and in Syria and the whole Middle East. As you can see, level 1 and level 2 almost done. We still need $150,000 to complete the whole project before New Year. And we're counting on the Lord and we're counting on you.
More because we're at 80 now.
Oh, Matt. Good job.
This is using my best coloring skills here.
This is awesome. This is how many push-ups and how many dollars are Matt is going to have to do. The final push is really the final
oh, we gotta
push-ups.
change it over here,
Let's
too.
change over here.
All right. I'm going to take this one. We'll set this one back down.
You can tell we're not movie stars. We're going here and there and everywhere.
Using all of my best teacher skills.
Your mom would be proud
I
of
know.
you. She's a principal.
Okay, what do we say? We're at 80?
80. Okay, you guys.
Let's
So
go.
Matt Beamer, you are going to have to do 80 push-ups. I cannot wait to see you doing this. Okay,
Let's
here's
go.
Chris. Oh, it's, okay, keep
Still
on
gonna be
going, keep on
us.
going. All right, and now we're going to show you a video of what you guys have accomplished in Nigeria. You know, Tokes and Akuna were here, and they are amazing. So we're going to show you what you helped to accomplish just recently. I think
Yeah.
it was just this last year. They have 9 campuses. Remember, when we left, it only had 4 campuses and 1,200, I think it was 1,200 students or
Yeah.
1,500 students.
How many students they have now?
Now they have 10,000 as of this last month.
The other day, I said, I was talking to somebody, I was telling them about this, and I said like 9,000, and every time I've told the story again, the number keeps going up. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, Tokes just wrote us and he showed us all the graduations, and then they did a push for admission.
Mm-hmm.
And so now 10,000 students, you know, many times you hear things that are happening in Nigeria. Just know that we have students
Yeah.
on the ground that are going into those areas through the REACH program.
And you can be praying for them. That is a really good
yeah.
way to be affecting what's going on in Nigeria, is praying for our students, that they get the teaching they need, that they go into those places that neither of us could reach or could go into.
you and I couldn't go into, even
Mm-hmm.
if we wanted to, but they can go. And so you guys have been part of everything. So we'll let you watch this video and see the great things you have made happen. Thank you so much, partners. Thank you for those 80. And anybody else that wants to sign up in the next few minutes, come on, get Matt moving with push-ups because it's going to be great.
Everyone, I'm Pastor Eli from Zahli, Lebanon, and this is my wife, Nisreen, and together
Who I get to be with on the couch today. My beautiful girl, Elizabeth. Yay.
Okay, so we have a couple things that we want to share with you really quick. So we are sending out our Christmas cards, and we really, really, really want our faces to be on your fridge. So make sure that if you haven't already, you leave a little thing in the comments down below. What should they say? Christmas card?
Address, yeah.
Okay.
We need their addresses to send it to you for real.
Yeah, so we want your address so that we can be on your fridge and so that you can get a Christmas card. This is actually taken in our undisclosed location. I know it looks like Hawaii, it's actually not, but we want this to be on your fridge. So put your address or say the word address down below so that we can send you one of these. And then we also have this. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, in fact, you and our team here helped to create this. It was a celebration of our 30 years, and it goes back all the way to the beginning, and it has stories. In fact, if you look inside of it, we've created QR codes that help to tell the rest of the story. In fact, this is Beirut, Lebanon. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, so it's meant to be sort of like a coffee table book that you can have. It's a visual experience, if you will. So yeah, it's our 30-year magazine, and all throughout we have a bunch of little QR codes so that we didn't have too much text in it. But if you want to read and see more of the story, we have articles that were amazing written by our team. And then we also have podcast episodes where we all sat down together and talked about the in-depth of the story. And it actually goes through, I think it's, I mean, I made it, but I can't remember. I think it's every 10 years. So every spread is 10 years from the beginning of the last 30 years, which is kind of crazy. Look at these. Who are these babies?
I have no idea. I don't even remember.
Mom, are you on the back of a motorcycle?
I love motorcycles. You know I love motorcycles.
Oh, actually, I think we have an interruption from the Matt Beamer himself doing some push-ups.
Uh-oh.
Oh, let's go see
So
that.
today's Giving Tuesday, and we call it the final push. And I made a commitment that for every dollar that is committed to a monthly partnership, I will do a push-up as final push. It started as a joke, but the team leaned into it. And so I figured it out, and I'll have to do 13,500 push-ups if all our partner goals are realized over today and tomorrow. So if you're not a monthly partner and you want to be, click on the link, find out details. We'll be doing things all day. And in the meantime, I'm getting started already because that's 15 sets of 30 push-ups for 30 days in a row. So by the end of this year, I'll have to do a push-up for every partner donation, every monthly commitment partner for 2026. So I'm already burning, feeling the burn, and regretting my life decisions.
Like, oh my gosh, my poor dad. But he is excited to do the push-ups for our final push. And what are our goals again? Christy, remind everybody what our goals
So
are.
our goals for our 2030 partnership, where we're going to have teams going into all 22 countries in the Middle East and North Africa, well, it takes dollars to do that. So we have got a push going on where we want 300 individual partners to partner with us at least $30 a month. And then we want 30 organizations like churches or other things like that to partner with us $300 or more a month. So you can do that. You can get involved. And so for every one of those dollars that is being raised in monthly support, then we're having Matt do a push-up. So if you donate $30, then that's 30 push-ups. If you donate $300, then that's 300 push-ups. And so what we're going to do is we're just pushing. Why? Not so that we can do anything. The reason why is because we want to see people who are unreached being reached in the Middle East and North Africa. There are people there who need the Jesus that we have. And so that's why we're doing this. And the fun way to do it is to do the final push where Matt does the final push-ups.
So I just want to say thank you to everybody that has always been partners. In fact, many of you have been partners for over the 30 years that we have been doing this, and I am just so personally grateful. In fact, everywhere, the last 5 countries have been because of you. And so, you know, I'm just so excited about the people that are going to help us go into this next country. And you guys, it's significant. It is going to be amazing. We've already been going in there. I think we've had 15 trips, 15 people that have, or not 15 people, but 15 trips that have already been going into this country, setting the ground, getting ready. And it's going to be a grand finale. You know, Matt always says that we're on the knife edge of the Lord's return. And the Middle East is the hot spot. And I know that that is God's heart right now. You've seen it on the news. You've seen it with the different people that have been literally in the White House. And you guys, we have an opportunity to significantly go in. Many of you know Matt. He's strategic. He gets things done. We've got 30 years of experience to go behind us. And the teams that God sends us are incredible. In fact, we always ask God to bring us his best and his most influential people. You know, you've heard me say that so many times. And he literally brings us the best people that gets this word out to the most people. And we're going to see a significant harvest. And as I go back to that thing that the Lord gave me this morning, is that pray for the Lord of the harvest. It is a divine plea to the Lord, and it also is with divine urgency that we pray and just know that we are the answers, part of the answers, obviously, to this big prayer, but help send us to go into these nations. So again, thank you, and we will keep on updating you on the push-ups, and I'll let you know if my husband survives and does not collapse. I'll be on there being a taskmaster, getting these push-ups done for everybody that is committed. So Christy, you'll keep us updated?
I will, but I want to let you know that in this short time that we've been on the video, $80 have come in monthly pledge. You can pledge it today. We encourage you to do that today. Go ahead and get on there and do your monthly partnership with us all the way through December 31st, though. So you can make his arms burn all the way through December 31st. But in this short amount of time, look at what has already been done. So thank you so much. If you want the briefing on our confidential
Tell them
that we
where we're
had,
going, yeah.
Tell them where they're going, then put that information in the bottom so that we can get your email address and send that out to you if you want the 30-year magazine. We want to stay connected. If we don't already have your mailing address, we want that so that we can send out the Christmas card. You guys are awesome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody.